Hello, everybody. Joe Bag of Donuts here, and welcome back for another episode of Utawarerumono, Mask of Truth. Where last time we finally reunited the party, mostly everybody. Still a couple stragglers out and about. We got Kuan, over off in Tusker. We got Marado over in the capital, still kind of under the wing of Decapompo and all of them. Got Mikazuchi? God, can't even remember his name. Glossary, save me. It'll help if I click on the right screen. Can I sort by characters or yeah? Yeah, Mikazuchi. I said his name right. Great. I think I am gonna do like a intermission episode one of these days where I'm just gonna go through and read everything because there's a lot. You can see that I've kind of popped through some of them. Just looking around, because where was one? There was like Boro tea or something, which actually popped up in here. Yeah. And look, we even get these cute little drawings talking about how shit Obero was at making tea. Amazing. But it's gotten better, so that's good. And look, it even tells you who's related to it, so that way you can like hyperlink between it like you're on Wikipedia, in case you like need more information. So that's definitely something we'll do. Other than that, crazy. It's only been a day since I recorded, back-to-back recordings. Crazy. But it is Sunday. It is the last day of my weekend because I go into work tonight. That's right. I go into work Sunday night. Fucking awful. But hopefully we'll have more manning this week so my shift won't be as shitty, which means I should be able to record when I get home tomorrow, too. Hopefully, knock on wood. In my life, I have also made a purchase. I got a Quest 3 VR headset. It should be arriving today. I kind of wanted to get back into VR a little bit. Before, my computer wasn't very good, so it like ran it jankily, which is like motion sickness, like turbo mode. And also, I only had like a Gen 1 Vive, which you need like 2 adapters. It plugs in. It takes up a display port on the back of your computer. You need the motion trackers. The fucking controllers are chunky. The headset's chunky. Like, it was dog shit. But I've heard from people I trust that the newer stuff is better. And I've come into some disposable income. So, might as well. A nice little doodad to have. Really, that's it. It's been a day. It's been a weekend. I slept all day. Not too much going on in my life. But in the game, I went through the free missions a little bit, the free battles. Did some of them. Leveled up everybody to level 12, which is the highest level we ended off last episode with everyone. So it's not like I was grinding it crazy hard. So don't worry. I'm not going to blow through all the stages now. But I did go through and assign everybody equipment. So that way we're a little stronger. Bonus of carrying some stuff over from last time, I guess. So I'll just go through, kind of explain my my thought process when divvying it out. Some of them just kind of got junk equipment tossed on them because all the other good stuff was taken. Like, I don't think I really did much for Q2. Like, I just gave him a bunch of dodge stuff. But for good old Oshtor here, our boy Haku, gave him lightning speed for buffing all of our party members' speed by 10% because I'm big on speed from my understanding. I'll have to like reread the tutorials about what the stats actually do, but I'm pretty sure speed is just like where you sit in the turn order. Buffing everybody's action economy is great because if the enemy doesn't even get a turn, they can't do anything as you kill them. It's great. Other than that, gave him guard, gave him dodge, and then made him resistant to magic. Basically, kind of stand in the middle with everybody, kind of buffing them, because that's what his regular ability does. So that, plus a little speed, make him a little tougher to kill. Ludicia, kind of the same thing. I gave her the Diversion book, which makes her more likely to get targeted, because she has a lot of health. Gave her Escaping Death, so that way when she gets to 1 HP, she doesn't die. Basically like Focus Band from Pokemon. That way, that's how they do that the level 1 Rattata killing, level 100 Arceus, gets hit with a super move, gets dropped to 1 HP, uses Endeavor, which it's something like it deals the same percentage of HP back to your opponent or something. Like it's something weird, like percentage or double or something like that. So that way you drop your opponent to 1 HP and then you use quick attack and boop, they're dead. Fun strats for you to bully your nephew with. Other than that, Awakening here, which is as your health goes low, your damage goes up. And if your health gets below 25, you just shoot up to 100 Zeal. So that way you can get another turn, go into Overzeal. But it doesn't work if you're already in Overzeal, so we'll see how that goes. Ururu and Sanana, not much I could do with them, so I just threw on Swift Heart, give them 10% speed, like I said, action economy. You can unlock more equipment slots for your units, but it costs 200 BP, so it's one of those things like you really have to make a choice. Do I either buff their base stats, or do I give them lower base stats but make them more versatile with equipment? So I'll need to think about that for some of them. Nose 3, guard and dodge. You're a ranged unit, you shouldn't be getting up close, getting hit anyway, so. Ogi! During the free missions, he did get a level, which gave him a passive where essentially if he attacks from behind, he does like 25% extra damage and has a higher chance of inflicting status ailments. So it gave him stealth, less likely to be attacked, so that way you can just kind of, run around the back. And Codex of Soaring, give him some jumps, that way you can like really clear some distances. Kind of hit and run, smack them, and then immediately jump out of range where they can't get them across like a chasm or a ledge or something. Nekane, movement by 1. She has really bad movement. She tends to fall behind as the, formation moves forward during the battle. So that'll hopefully help her keep up. And stat boost by 10 when she goes into, Oversurge. Kyuryu, kind of the same thing, just kind of threw some dodge stuff on him and some resists. Atui, more defense, less likely to be a status effect. And then Jacquewold is the other one I kind of actually built up to a real unit here. Make him harder to hit, increases attack, and he also unlocked ability which buffs units nearby. I think it was like 8% or something, so another 5. So that way, him and Haku, or Oshore, I gotta call him Oshore now, that's what his title card says, can be kind of in the front and middle and kind of buff everybody around them. And hopefully their buffs work on each other, so that way they kind of have like a symbiotic relationship if they're just glued together. Like, what does his stat actually do? Yeah, skill tutor there. It's activation rate for skills within range. Bit of a weird one, but hey, is what it is. What was Ogi's? Shadowrun? No, yeah, Shadowrun. Horizontal control, ambush, that's what it was. So that's pretty good. And then, hold on, what's one of his attacks? This one is really good. The Daze, it's like a 3-line, yeah. It's a 3-line across. Everybody gets dazed. However, it costs 15 Zeal. So, it's one of those things like you can't spam it nonstop to just kind of fully lock down your enemy. But if you're running around getting your triple chain combo, like these give some pretty good Zeal. Yeah, 10. You get 25 Zeal per like baseline here. Plus if you get some extra from hitting the crits. Basically means you can get 2 of these, essentially, for every single combo you do. So, I don't remember if Ogi had this ability in the last one, but that's, like, really good. So, I'll probably be using Ogi a lot, assuming the Daze actually hits. So, yeah, that's kind of what I've done in between the episodes. Now that we're all caught up to speed, let's hop in there and... I don't know, hang around. Do we go to the kitchen? We were going to go throw a little bit of a party with everybody, or do we go mope in our room? Well, let's run by the kitchen. See how Ludutia is doing.
少し喉が渇いたな。うるうるとサラーナはいないか。
Either that or we'll find some vagrants rummaging through the cupboards.
いつもなら誰かが折よく茶を入れたりしてくれるのだが、まあこんな日もあるか。
Verifying that I am, in fact, alone, I rise and move for the door.
ここだと台所が一番近いか。今の時間ならルルティエもいるだろうし、そこで水でも飲ませてもらおう。
Ludutia stands vacantly in the middle of the kitchen floor, preoccupied.
何やら思い詰めているようだな。ルルティエ殿、どうなされた？
オシトル様、ごめんなさい。何かご用で
Yeah,
しょ
so
うか？
like some agua, please.
いや、喉が渇いたので何か飲み物をと思ってな。
その、
何かあったのか？
それは。
Sorry, my eyes are locked on that like object like sitting on the shelf right to the left of Ludutia. It's like a white brick on like a little platter. I'm just wondering what that is because everything else in the kitchen, you know, it has a pretty clear use, except that. Is that literally just like a salt lick? You know, just a chunk of salt? What is it? I don't know, and it worries me. Ludutia glances away as though weighing whether or not to confide, then opens her mouth to speak.
実は、その、アンジュ様のことなのですが。
Yeah, she ain't doing so hot.
姫殿下がどうなされた？今はお加減も幾分回復に向かわれているはずだが。
確かに、以前と比べると、ずいぶん良くなられています。でも。
Ludutia looks uncomfortably at a nearby table. Atop it sits a bowl of mostly untouched food, which someone has clearly poked at and returned.
ずいぶんときれいに盛られた食事だ。自分が普段食べているものと比べても、それは姫殿下の？
はい。
She ain't eating.
先ほどお持ちしたのですけど、首をお振りになるばかりで。
何も口にしないのでは、良くなるものも良くなる。
They have to give her some like broth or something for now.
王女さん。
いろいろと
If her throat's all fucked up, you know,
工夫
I
はしてみたんですけど。
imagine eating doesn't feel very good.
そうか。王女さんが辛い思いをしていたのは分かっているつもりだ。
What's oh god, it was a thing. You see it in like old books. It's essentially like a beef broth vegetable. Like it's not a stew, but you're essentially like boiling a bunch of vegetables in beef broth and essentially making something with some nutrients in it to give to a sick person who can't really eat. I want to say it was like you see it in cookbooks up until like the late 1800s to some maybe the early 1900s. If you know what I'm talking about, it makes sense.
アンジュ様のお気持ちはわかるのですが、でもこのまま何もお食べにならないのは。
そうだな。いくら辛いからとはいえ、このままというわけにはいかぬな。
よろしければ、もしよろしければ、オシトル様、アンジュ様のお見舞いに行ってあげてもらえませんか？
それがしが。
Yep. Before we get to the point where we gotta bust out the feeding tube.
オシトル様なら、アンジュ様の傷ついた心を癒してあげられると思います。私では、アンジュ様をお慰めすることができませんでしたから。
Ludutia smiles sadly.
オシトルなら、王女さんの心を癒すことができる。そうだな。オシトルなら、本来はそれがしが気づくべきであったな。ありがとう。様子を見てくるとしよう。
はい、よろしくお願いします。お食事はすぐに作り直しますから。せっかくですから、アンジュ様のお好きな料理
Maybe something
いっぱい
light.
入れちゃいます。
You know, baby steps to start. Ludutia turns to disappear into the depths of the kitchens once
ル
more.
ルティエ殿の心遣い、姫殿下のお心にもきっと届くだろう。
ありがとうございます。 私にはこのくらいしかできませんから。
Lutia's lonely smile loses a bit of its sorrowful edge as she settles into her work.
すぐに用意いた
Kind
し
of a
ま
little
すから
Sean Connery
ちょ
there.
っとだけ待っててくださいね。
As she settles.
姫殿下、よろしいですか。失礼いたしまする。姫殿下、お加減はいかがでありましょう。
She gives, of course, no answer. Anju sits in bed, staring out her window with grave melancholy.
夕げをお持ちしました。今宵の食事はいつもより食べやすいものをと申しておりましたので、姫殿下のお口に合うかと。
I present the food Lutia prepared to Anju.
姫殿下のご心労、このオシュトル、十分承知しております。だから、いっぱい食って、早く元気になってくれ。
I fill my words with as much of that sentiment as I can. But Anju still weakly shakes her head, expression empty and distant.
いらない。か、やはり、程度での出来事に、未だに心を引きずられているのだろうな。無理もない。あれだけのことがあったんだ。
Taking a bowl from the platter in my hands, I move to sit next to Anju, putting myself on eye level with her.
姫殿下、どうか。
Even in my third plea, Anju's eyes remain fixed on the
か
window.
といって、このまま何も食べないままだとさすがにまずい。今はそれに、王女さんには元気な姿の方が似合ってる。
Taking a piece of food and a provided pair of chopsticks, I motion with it to Anju's mouth. But even that is met with a look of disapproval and disinterest.
参ったな。これだけうまそうな料理を前にして、まさかここまで反応が鈍いとは仕方がないか。姫殿下がお召しにならないのであれば、それがしがいただいてしまいますが。
The desperate line fails to win a response.
しかし、ここで持ち帰っても捨てるだけか。それでは、ルルティエにも申し訳ない。
I guess we'll just eat it.
こんなうまそうなの、もったいない。あ、そうだ。まずは毒味をしなく
Yeah,
てはいけ
yeah,
なかった。
totally. We're just fulfilling our, loyal duties as a retainer.
どこで密偵が忍び込んで何かを仕込んだかもしれないからな。そう。これは必要なことだ。
It is, at least, what I tell myself as I reach for the bowl of stew.
まず、いや、これは毒味だ。大事なことなのだ。
I continue to repeat that as I pull off the bowl's cover. The scent that wafts up from beneath it quickly treats my nose to a delicious sampling, and Anju's shoulders twitch visibly as she catches some too. The movement grabbed my attention, but she still doesn't seem to be so much as looking at her food.
うまい。あまり食材が豊富ではないこのエンナカムイでここまでの味を出すとは。さすがはルルティエが王女さんのためを思い心を込めて作っただけのことはある。
Impressed, I reach for the next dish.
これはまたこの煮付けの塩加減なんと絶妙な。
Salt. I could really use some salt. With my diet of pure vegetables, I didn't put too much salt in that dish, so my sodium levels are lacking. With a calculated slip of the tongue, I praise the cooking aloud, moving from dish to dish. At the small, hesitant sound, I pause. When I look up, I find Anju, red and blushing at realizing she's drawn my attention, clutching at her stomach.
どうやら腹が減っていないわけではなかったようだ。姫殿下もお召し上がりなさいませ。これらの料理は姫殿下のことを思っ
And
て
they taste
作られた
pretty
ものなのですから。
Although still red-faced, she appears to nod, finally acquiescing. Slowly and carefully, I try to transfer a piece of skewered meat to her mouth with the chopsticks. Vocalizing her embarrassment, Anju nevertheless opens her mouth to accept the morsel. I can't help but suppress a smile. small
い
victories.
かがでありましょう。何を言っているのかわからんが、うまそうで何よりだ。
She's not retching on it, so that's a plus.
はい。次はこちらの料理ですね。
Following Anju's orders, I help her sample another course of Durutia's
こ
offerings.
れではまるでヒナに餌をやる親鳥だな。
Between us, we begin to work out a non-verbal system, and soon every plate is emptied. With a last gentle touch, I wipe Anju's mouth and help her lay back down, then turn to leave.
では、それがしはこれにて失礼いたしまする。
As I try to exit, however, a tug at my sleeve stops me from moving.
姫殿下。
Fear and boundless anxiety fill her eyes as she looks up at me. Before I'm entirely certain of what I'm even saying, the words leave my mouth.
姫殿下はそれがしたちがお守りいたしますゆえ、どうぞ安心してお休みを。
I pat the top of Anju's head, and though she flinches in surprise, the exhaustion soon takes her and eases her eyes shut. Only when I'm certain she's fast asleep do I open the door, making my escape quickly and without noise.
さてと、やらねばならぬことが山積みだ。まずはそうだな。この空になったお膳をルルティエに見せてやらないと
Yeah,
な。
hopefully that'll make her feel less dour and like she's, helping. Alright, going home, huh? Let's hang out in our room.
ルルティエ殿、何をなさっている？
Yeah, you stalking me?
オシトル様、皆様お忙しそうで、お掃除の手も足りないようですから。
What
少な
kind
がら
of cleaning?
私もお手伝いをと思いまして。
そうか。皆戦自宅で忙しいのだな。ご尽力感謝する。
はい。私で役に立つことがあれば何なりと申し付けください。
とはいえ、なんだか顔色が良くないな。ですが、無理をなされぬよう。それで伏せってし
I
まっ
mean,
ては
we
意味
need
がありません。
Kokopo. Lunatia can work herself if she wants.
無理などしておりませんから。ただ、皆様のお役に立てるなら、私はそれで。
はあ、やれやれ。まだ目を通さなけ
やれ
ればいけない所
indeed.
感が山ほどあるっていうのに、すぐにでも決定しなければならないもんがこんなにもか。ああ、休めるものなら
Need some
休みたい
secretaries, bro. Some adjuncts to do all this fucking bitch work for you. As soon as my shoulders droop, the twins appear from nowhere, bearing revitalizing tea and massaging
で
hands.
きれば仕事そのものを肩代わりしてほしいんだが、なぜかそういうことまではしてくれないんだよな、この二人。
As I take my break and try in vain to relax, a voice comes at the door.
失礼します。オシトル様はいらっしゃいますか？
ん？ルルティエ殿か。それがしに何か。
At Luditia's call, I straighten and pass the twins a nod. They clear the tea set and return to their position in the shadows, waiting to be beckoned again.
お忙しいところ申し訳ありません。お部屋のお掃除をさせていただければと思いまして、都合が悪いようでしたら。
ああ。いや、
Oh, that's great. It gives us an
Come on,
excuse to,
gotta
like,
like today.
stop working.
はい。
We can't be doing work when you're trying to clean right underneath us. Nothing to be done about it. The door gently slides open, and Luditia shuffles in with an apologetic, almost vacant look.
お邪魔にならないよう、なるべく気をつけますので。
ああ、それは気にしなくてもいい。好きにやっても構わないので、よろしく頼む。
Luditia silently begins to tidy. As I slowly make my way through the mound of papers needing my attention, something occurs to me. Luditia continues to work, showing no signs of slowing
ルル
down.
ティエ殿。
はい。
そんな、普段使わないようなところまで熱心に磨く必要はありませんが。
そうって
That's exactly why you got to make it like look nice and clean. You know, don't want any people to notice its disheveled appearance compared to the rest of the room.
もし手がいるようならば、そこにいる二人に手伝わせても良いのだが。
いえ。
ルルティエ殿。
はい。
ほどほどで切り上げて構いませぬ。
はい。
なんだ、不服という表情でもないし。よく見れば。
I don't know. Some people, yeah.
心をここにあらず。
Some people find cleaning repetitive actions like that meditative and actually enjoy it like fucking psychopaths.
いや、そういうわけではない。随分と熱心にやるものだと思ってな。
Like, I don't mind doing it. It's just it's not something I particularly enjoy.
そうかもしれないが。
Unless I'm at work in that way, I can get out of work by being like, oh, gotta tidy up the office, you know, gotta clean the desk, vacuum the floor, you know, walls are getting a little dirty. I need to get a scrubber and like clean all the dirt and grime off. Like, oh yeah, I'll be busy the whole shift. Don't mind me.
そこまで今後詰めずとも、毎日少しずつ怠らずにやればいいことだろう。
明日が来るとは限りません。
Oh, are you getting all like existential? I fucking butchered that word, but you know what I meant.
落ち着かないのです。
落ち着かない。
はい。手を動かしておりませんと、何かが体の奥からこみ上げてくるような気がして、たった一日。いえ、ほんのわずかな時間でも。
I can see that after someone close to you died suddenly. No, out of the blue, essentially. You can be like, oh fuck, really is random, huh? Could happen to him, it could happen to me too.
戦に飲み込まれるかもしれないからか。
そうお考えいただいても結構ですが、私の望みはもっと。
Like, you might not even be in battle. You might just slip in the tub and fucking conk your head on the side, and then that's it.
今はどうか気が済むようにさせていただけないでしょうか。
それで少しでも気が紛れるというなら任せる。好きになされよ。
Yep, polish the wood as much as you like. Alright, hallway, public square, Atui's room. I guess we'll do the ones that popped up first and then hit the new ones. We'll just go clockwise.
次は平陵の方へ向かうです。
ああ、頼む。
Nekune is showing me around the castle grounds. Today, we're inspecting locations that'll become more important during wartime. With Kiryu and the elites back in hand, I can start seeing to our offensive capabilities as well as defense. That is some thumping dude. Yeah, we'll lower it a little bit. It's still fairly loud, but at least it's not like a drum in your fucking ears. Nobody in this country expected any of this to happen in the first place. The castle staff are beyond on edge. It's like everyone here is a good shove away from an anxiety attack. Fair. I mean, sometimes at work you just gotta like get it out. You like just go outside and like throw up on the side of the building, have some water, and be like, all right, let's get back to it. Just gotta lock in, you know, one foot in front of the other. At Nekune's prodding, I hastily fixed my expression, composing myself just in time for a familiar face around the corner ahead. Nozuri, we gotta work on your fucking clothing choice. Every time you fade in, your top is so close to your natural skin color. I'm like, hello! Like, what are you doing? But no. Just doesn't leave much to the imagination.
私たちも一緒。我らは主様と一心同体。 いついかなる時も離れることはありません。
Did the fact that Nosuri only called as a Nekane strike a nerve? The twins are suddenly sandwiching me harder than usual.
こら、お前たち、悪ふざけはよせ。
Ah, gosh, not in public. Of course, they do nothing of the sort, which earns a dry laugh from Nosuri.
オシトルもハクと同じで苦労しそうだな。
いや、まったくだ。
Fearfully, I glance towards Nekane. Her mood seems to be worsening by the minute, but then, foul moods are nothing new for Nekane. She replies bluntly and plainly.
散歩ではないのです。
いや、視察の途中だ。どうやら色々と足りていないようでな。実際にこの目で確認しながら見積もりを立てているところだ。
そうか。何やら忙しそうだな。
ノスリも何か要望があれば言ってもらいたい。できる限りだが力になろう。
そうか。心遣いはありが
Like,
た
I
い
could use
が、
$20 though.
特にここでの生活に不満は。
何かあるのか。
いや、なんでもないなんでも。これ以上は贅沢というものだからな。
そうか。なら良いのだが。兄様、そろそろ。そうだな。
Yeah, nothing of value will be gained here.
それがしらはこれにて。
しかし、あえて贅沢を言わせてもらうのな
Yeah,
ら。
since you're
あ
offering.
れだ。あれ、わかるか？
What, like a grand bath? Nosuri gestures as though rolling something invisible between her fingers and on one hand.
いや、あれと言われただけじゃわからん。
Nekane, apparently just as lost, tilts her head in bafflement.
つまりだ。なんと言ったらいいか。
What, you want like dice or something? You need to
もう
gamble?
少し
Getting the
潤い
itch?
そうだ、潤いが欲しいというか、そんな感じだ。
What, like how you gotta give like a parrot like toys to play with so that way they don't get bored and like depressed?
潤い？
For moments, my actual, regular speaking voice slips through in my bewildered state. I quickly recover and meet Nosuri's eyes again.
それはまた漠然とした要求であるな。
Or was I right? Do you just want $20?
例えばだ、都にあるような華やかな遊戯ができれば心に潤いが持てると思わないか？華やかな遊戯、カルタ遊びとか貝合わせとかです。そういうのではなく、もっとこう
She wants to
心躍る
gamble.
遊戯があるだろう。
Winking slyly, she repeats the strange gesture with her fingers, and it suddenly clicks in my head. She's miming a roll of the dice.
もしかして賭博
Yeah,
です。
baby.
私は何も賭け事とは言ってないぞ。
Yeah,
心の潤いをと言っているのだ。
maybe something similar.
もっと心が潤うような遊戯をと言っているのだ。
Something to stimulate the mind.
そういや、大の賭け事好きだったな、こいつは。
Yeah, a lot of time losing her fucking money.
それなら将棋はどうです？心が潤うですし、みんな遊んでるですから、相手にもこと書かないですよ。将棋。
Yeah, can't really bet on it.
なんというか、あまり好きで。いや、決して苦手だからではないぞ。苦手ではないが、ちょっと刺激が足りないというか。
Want to play like mahjong or
やりたい
something?
のはそういう遊びではないというか。
Like that is like gambling. You can gamble with it, but it's also just like a fun game to play. And does, require some brain power. Nosuri launches into a speech, despite neither Nekane or I prompting her. I choose to exercise polite patience and let her finish before I reply.
まあ、将棋では賭けをするには向いていないからな。
やはりそういった刺激がないと。まさか誘導尋問？不活な。兄様、この人本気で言ってるですよ。
まあ、言ってやるな。
She is literally an addict. You
ちょっ
can't
と
blame
した
her.
遊戯場でもあればなと思ったのだ。
まあ、それは仕方がない。このエンナカムイでは賭け事そのものは禁止はされていないが、 節度を守るべし
Uh-huh.
という。
But if we are gonna be, hosting, an army, we do need something for R&R.
しかし賭博遊戯場が全く
Now,
ない
that's
と
something
は
old Hakuolo understood. Kind of, state-sponsored, entertainment district. I was gonna call it red light, but it wasn't that bad. Sure they had that kind of activities there, but they had other stuff too. It's good for income. Just gotta tax it. People are gonna do it anyway, so might as well be done under the purview of, responsible parties. Now make sure everything's above board.
あるです。よくおじいちゃんたちが利用しているのです。
あれは遊戯場じゃないだろう。もっと違う別の何かだ。
まあ言いたいことは分かったが。
What, don't want to go to like the community center and play bingo?
それは承知している。ちょっと行ってみただけだ。
I should go play bingo more. It is fun, and the fire station down the street hosts it like every week, so.
しかし、ノスリの言い分もわからなくはない。デートに比べると、ここはいささか田舎すぎる。だが、なるほどな。遊戯場か。
そこまでとは言わない。ただ、目新しさのようなものが欲しいというか。
Like I said, entirely fair.
目新しさ。
Something to spice it up.
神様、そろそろ視察に戻らないと。
うん、そうであったな。
Nekane unsubtly reminds me of the duty at hand, and I take a step back, disentangling myself from the conversation.
さすがに、このまま話し込んでいるわけにもいかないか。
どうやら引き止めてしまったか。
Yeah, you were, but that's fine.
いや、貴重な意見だった。参考にさせてもらおう。賭博場というのはどうかと思うが、その潤いってのを考えてみる
I'm sure if we talk with the soldiers, we'll find, we'll get something similar. As I mull it over, Nozuri breaks into a smile.
ふむ。ならば期待して待ってるぞ。
I was smiling as Nozuri turns to leave. Her tone betrays low expectations. I'll think about that later. Right now, there's work to
そう
do.
いえば、ノスリに言われてみて気づいたのだが、娯楽というか遊戯があまり
It shit
豊富
sucks
では
out
ない。
here.
しかもその大半が単純なものばかりだ。
Isn't that Enakamui lacks culture? Its culture is just far more ascetic than its peer nations, without their popular interests and hobbies.
神様なら生活が根底から改善されるような技術とただ遊ぶためだけの遊戯
Idle game.
教えてもらえるとしたらどちらの教えを請いたいと思うです。
それは技術の方を。ああ、そういうことか。
なのです。
兄貴が言ってたな。帝として手柄を立てた配下への褒美に、望めば何かしらの技術を与えたと。与えられる方も遊びのネタよりも富をもたらす技術の方を欲するか。
なので帝から賜れた遊戯以外
I
は
mean, what they say, all work and no play.
なるほどな。
それがどうかしたですか。
何？少し疑問に思ったのでな。それにその潤いとやらを考えてみるのも面白そうだ。
そうですか。
Despite her clear disapproval, Nekane seems to nod, nevertheless.
主様。
I tug at either of my sleeves. I turn to find the twins, both looking unusually
言
eager.
っておくが、お前たちと賭け事はせぬぞ。お
Uh-huh.
前たちのことだ。わざと負けて体で払うというのだろう。
Yeah, strip poker's no fun if you just fold every single
見
hand.
破られた。さすがです、主様。
やれやれ。相変わらずだな、この二人は。まあ、良くも悪くも以前と同じだから気も楽だが。やっとできた。まあ、こんなものか。
As the light of the next day glares through my window, it falls on the items I spend the night making. I smile in satisfied admiration.
これはなかなかいい感じじゃないか。
Ooh, what you make?
いい出来だ。
In my hand sit several small cards, and at the display the various drawings and symbols on them. The voice interrupts my final quality check.
意外だな。お前がニヤニヤしているなど、ラーメンのような男だと思っていたが。
ノスリか。何か用か。
用事というほどでもないが、昨日は何か考えていたみたいだったからな。まさか昨日の今日で何かするとは思ってないが、面白そうだから様子を見に来たというわけだ。
そうか。ならばちょうどいいところに来た。こんなものを作ってみたのだが。
お、これを
Bending the cards out again, I offer them the nosary, who immediately sets about scrutinizing my artwork.
ずいぶんと華やかな札だな。カルタにしては札が小さいが。
カルタの一種ではあるが。
Oh yeah, it's just
これは
Hanafuda.
花札というも
Yeah,
のだな。
you can gamble with Hanafuda.
賭け事。
おお。
The magic word spoken, Nosary leans in to hear more, sold from the outset. Ends the comment versus my brain just stopped
それぞ
working.
れの絵柄に意味があるのか。
Yeah, you know, there's 4 per season, there's junk cards, the best one to get is like moon viewing. Like the sake card is like the best card in the fucking game because you can get a winning hand with just, 2 cards. It's great. Either get the moon viewing or, flower viewing.
ただ闇雲に札を集めるのではなく、
And they're worth a decent
こうし
amount
て札
too.
を揃えて役を作らなければ意味がない。これで青タン。
なるほど。いろいろな役があるのだな。
Get your fucking like 5 lights Rain Man, get some like crazy good shit going.
さらにここで勝負をかけず恋恋をして役の追加を狙えば、これで月見酒だ。
Yep, moon viewing, baby.
こうして高い点を取れば、それまでの負けを一気にひっくり返すこともできるわけだ。
なるほど、なるほど。
Get your ribbons, make a hand at dregs.
なかなか。
Like you call koi koi and then your opponent, you're not paying attention. They just get, a fucking dregs Yaku and it's like, fuck! Turn it around on you and get absolutely screwed with like them winning with a terrible hand. By the time I step through all the rules and Yaku's with her, she's completely hooked on the Hanafuda game koi koi.
よし、では早速始めるぞ。
Nosary smiles brightly and produces a small bag, her coin purse.
いや待て、まさかかける気か。
当然だ。
Yeah, where's the fun in that?
やるからには本気でやらねばな。何？ほんの少し。せいぜい今宵の飲みしろをかけるくらいだ。
ただかけたいだけのような気がするんだが、まあいいだろう。なんとなくこうなる気がしたしな。
どうやら乗る気になったようだな。
Yeah, you can do low stakes gambling. Just get a bunch of quarters, and have those as your chips. Taking my silence for consent, Nosary snatches up the deck and begins to deal Hanafuda cards. Now, all in all, get a couple people together. The pot ends up being, just like $80, but you get a good game going. Some hours later. Groaning in frustration, Nosary looks between her hand and the cards between us, seeing another defeat swiftly approaching.
まあ無理もないか。こうも連敗が続けばな。
Yeah, Hanafuda, it's got a bit of a learning curve to it. I learned playing the Hollow Ataraxia version, that minigame, which has some bullshit rules, which means you really need to understand the game because your opponents have special skills and counters, and it's like, fuck. Like, the fight against Berserker is like pure nonsense. You need to win like 20 times to beat him. It's hell. She was doing well at first, but then she hit a big Yaku early and got the wrong idea how easy it was to assemble them. After losing several times, she started aiming for a nothing but high-risk, high-reward Yaku to try and make up for the difference.
これで上がりだ。
また。
With another decisive Yaku, no less, Nozoru's jealousy is palpable.
なぜ勝てない。一体何がいけない。
だから高い手を狙いすぎだと何度も言っておろう。さて、
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta be satisfied with getting your 3 poems.
待て、
You know,
も
your
う一
purple
勝
and
負。
red.
もう一勝負だ。
いや、さっきから何度もそのもう一勝負しているだ
Ah,
ろ。
we're gonna turn it all around to the next one.
次こそ最後だ。今度こそ。
それも何度も言っている。それにさっきのでも財布の中身が空だろう。
Hearing that, Nozoru frantically turns her coin purse inside out. But all that falls out on the table are flakes of dry dust. What began as betting a night's worth of drinks has become a month's worth. I'm actually a little impressed.
まあ考えてみれば野釣りはこの遊戯を知ったばかりだ。今日のところはなかったということにしよう。
そのような情けは受けん。それにまだ
You literally have
勝負が
nothing.
決したわけではない。
いや、誰がどう見ても勝負ついてるから。だがもうかけるものもないであろう。そう意地にならなくとも。
ならならばこれでどうだ。
What, like literally the clothes off your back? Nozoru rips off her sash and slams it on the table, eyes wild. I mean, it is a nice obi,
この
but
帯をかける。
何を考えているんだこいつは。
and the techniques used to make clothes like Nozoru's are time intensive. Everything has to be woven and stitched by hand. Getting an entire set of matching clothes together is no small feat. The rich can buy their clothes outright, of course, but it's still a significant investment. The fabrication process takes a long time. One's clothes can be considered representative of one's wealth. Valuable enough clothing can even be used as collateral like
しか
this.
しだからといってこれはないだろう。
Nozoru's belt is a masterwork, as garments go. The sash is embroidered with a golden design, an artisan's touch, undoubtedly costly.
そういや、都の賭博場では稀にすっからかんになって、
Mm-hmm.
丸裸で放り出されるやつもいるって話を聞いたことがあるが、まさかその類じゃなかろうな。
She's got the fucking blinders on.
ダメだ。目が座っている。
Also, from this angle, I finally figured out how Nozoru's hair works. It's just her hair is braided behind her ears and then, pulled forward and pinned in place.
わかった。
Like I saw the braids before, but it just never really clicked for me how it's done. But yeah, now I can see it clearly. Cool.
そして互いに金20枚を手持ちとし、先に亡くなった方の負けとする。それでよい。
望むところ。さあ、今度こそ最後の勝負だ。
Psyching herself up, Nozoru reaches for the deck and begins to deal once
仕
again.
方がない。あまり気が進まないが、わざと投げるか。完全に入れ込んでしまっていて、こちらの言葉には耳を貸しそうにないし、あの目が勝つまでやめぬと語っているしな。
Swallowing a sigh, I accept my hand from Nozoru and begin to play. Unless you just get a winning hand off the deal.
とはいえ、あからさまに手を抜いたら八百長がバレてしまう。
Which I'm pretty sure you can do if you get. Oh god, how is it? It's like you get.
性格からして。
Is it an entire month worth of cards in one hand? You automatically win with I think it's a low value Yaku, but it's still a win. There's some ways to win based off of just getting a deal.
バレないよ。
You know.
ほどほどに手を抜いて負ける。これしかない。
She's that bad, huh?
いや、まさか適当にやったのに5校が揃うとか。では、これで終わりに。
まだ終わってない。
いや、さっき最後の勝負と。
今度はそれをかける。
Is Goku? Is that the official name of 5 of the 5 lights? Because Gold 5. No, I am just gonna Google it because I am curious to see which hand he got. Because 5 lights is worth a fucking lot, and then if you get 5 lights Rain Man, Goku, Hanafuda, Yaku. I'm pretty sure that is, yeah, that's 5 lights. They're the 5 brights, however you want to call it. Is worth 10 points. That's a lot in a game of Hanafuda. Woo. Red Rain Scroll, the Blue Rain Scroll, Blossom Viewing, Moon Viewing, and the Chrysanthemum with the Sake Cup. Yeah. That's a good hand. And yet, somehow... Losing more and more, huh? Once. And again. Ozuri continues to rapidly lose items of clothing as her deficit grows, determined to make back her losses fairly. Oh god, she got the dogs out. We're running pretty low on collateral here. Ozuri stares at the fan cards in her hand, flabbergasted. A tense silence passes, and she sits frozen, considering. Then, all at once, she grabs a fistful of her waistcloth and yanks it gruffly off. Yeah. Oh, it's more of a leotard, huh? Interesting. I didn't even get that thing on. Is the back open, like you step into it and then pull the top over your head kind of thing? You are almost stark naked. What the fuck are you talking about? Ozuri makes another of her broad, dogmatic bluffs, fire in her eyes. Yeah. We'll give you like a blanket or something to wrap around yourself so that way you don't have to run out of here literally naked. Yeah, I can't even wear it anyway. Don't want it. Tearful and full of frustrated fury, Ozuri hooks her thumbs under her last remaining garments, fluidly tearing them off. Ah! Not leaving much to the imagination there, huh? A scrap of cloth in Ozuri's hand sails across the room and takes me in the face. The lingering body heat makes it only slightly more awkward. Nope. You should really have these back. Ozuri's entire posture seems to shift as she repeats her mantra. She straightens, proudly sticking out her considerable chest. Yeah. You're probably cooling down because you got no clothes, you dumb bitch. I say that affectionately. I like Ozuri.
とにかく服を着てくれ。
Yep, the greatest there ever was. I push the bundle of garments in my arms onto Nozuri's torso, covering her whether she wants to be covered or not.
気遣いは嬉しいが、いい女には意地というものがある。意地を貫き通すために施しを受けるわけにはいかん。
施しとかじゃなく、こっちが困ると言ってるんだ。
今日はいい勝負。
Where's Ogi? Can we get Ogi in here?
次は負けぬからな。
次ってまだやるつもりだから待て。
Oh god, it's gonna like awaken something in her. Or I can get a word in edgewise. Nozuri storms out of the room in full splendor, leaving her losses in a pile on the floor.
本当にすっぱだから出てったよ。
Good for you, Kiru. I'm very shortly treated to the sound of someone leaping up in shock, hitting a wall, rolling down the steps at a good speed, colliding with a shelf, and failing to avoid a falling face.
それはいいとして、どうするこれ。こんなの持っていたらいらぬ誤解を受けそうだし、今追いかけていったらもっとひどい誤解を受ける気がする。
Ogi! Save us. Alright. Let's go see what Atui's up to. The castle grounds bustle with soldiers and workers alike, masses of bodies swarming busily to and fro. You want to play Hanafuda with Nozuri? Atui, lying on her back in the middle of her room, declares her ennui to the world at large.
つまらんなあ。何もない。やることが何もないね。これはきっと酒盛りでもしてみなさいっていう天のおぼし飯なんかな。
Atui considers her options as she rolls first one way, then the other, flopping on the ground like a limp rag doll.
お前は何を言ってるんだ。働けと言いたいところだが、この忙しい中、下手に勝手なことをされるとかえって効率が落ちるんだよな。こう言ってはなんだが、アトゥイのような戦う以外に脳のな。
Yeah, she's kind of a bum.
あ、いや、戦いに特化している者に日常的なことを手伝ってもらっても邪魔にしかならない。
It's like having to go anywhere with the Marines. They fucking suck.
ならば、
I think they got kicked out of Okinawa too. Like, the local government came down and essentially said, no more Marines. The fucking Air Force losers can stay there. I can say that because I'm one of them, but the Marines just get into too much trouble.
あれ？オストロ。
Which is good for me because it means it's not a joint base anymore, which means I wouldn't mind going there. Atui pauses in her aimless rolling about, making eyes at me like a cat who just identified a new plaything.
何？たまたま通りがかったら、アトゥイ殿のぼやきが聞こえてきたのでな。
ぼやきたくもなるえ。こんな退屈な、うち耐えられへんもん。
I don't know, set up like a quest board in the town center and then like go on like monster hunts or something. Go fight bears. Kururin floats implacably, whatever, beside her, looking as though it has something to add, despite its evident lack of a
お
mouth.
前もいろいろ大変そうだな。
プルプルプルプル。
I spend a moment commiserating with Atui's faithful, silent familiar as she continues flailing. As though to prevent her chosen prey from escaping, she crawls towards me, a glint of mischief in her eye.
なあなあ、オストロは今暇け？暇やったら一緒になんかして遊
What, you
ぼ
wanna
う。
like fight? Have a
悪
duel?
いが、
Sparring match?
暇ではない。
そっか。
Having sat up to address me, Atui allows herself to flop back to the ground thwarted.
うち何をしたらいい？あ、そうや。
Her face lights up with a sudden smile, and she springs to her feet abruptly,
なん
revitalized.
だか嫌な予感しかしないのだが。
またみんなを鍛えてあげる
Oh, you're gonna go beat up the fucking garrison.
やは
Gotcha.
りそれを思いついたか。だが、それだけは阻止せねば。以前に一度鍛錬を依頼したが、アトゥイの鍛えるは実践さながらの厳しいものだった。
I mean, practice like you play and all, but
この間まで
The troops aren't going to be doing very good in a real fight if they all have fucking broken ribs and concussions.
結果、幸い死者は出なかったものの、何人かが怪我と恐怖でしばらく使い物にならなくなった。
Yeah, getting the shit kicked out of you, you know, it kind of puts you in a bad mood.
アトゥイの一撃でも当てることができたらご褒美あげるえ。飛びかかっていく奴らが次々となぎ払われ、吹っ飛び空を舞う様は、なんというか哀れすぎた。
Poor dudes.
アトゥイに悪気がない分、さらに始末が悪い。それでも果敢に挑んでいく男たちを見て、
Women, am I right?
思わず目頭が熱くなったものだ。気持ちはありがたいが、兵たちも忙しくてな。今やることだけで手一杯だ。
Yeah, you know, they're better off practicing like formation drills, not, you know, one-to-one, you know, duels. They are just the rank and file.
遠慮とかしていない。
To each whirls her spear end over end, eyeing the nearest window, all but ready to pounce outside and find something to stab.
いや、待て。すでに朝練の予定は決まっている。もう変更はできない。
そっか。せっかくやる気になったのに。
You cannot kill our own
気合い
troops.
たださわりやわ。
So he flops back to the floor and resumes her back and forth rolling in dismay. If I leave her like this, she's gonna head off on her own and cause trouble before long.
仕方ない。適当に理由をつけて外に連れ出すか。多少は退屈しのぎになるだろう。ならば、一緒に見回りでもしてみるか。
見回り券？何もしないよりは
Like
マシか
patrol
な。
around town or like patrol around the
アトイ
woods?
殿にはこの辺りの地形を把握してもらわねばならぬしな。
Alright, cool. So we will get to go kill something. Fantastic.
そうやった。ここは海と違うんやし、戦の最中に迷子になったら大変や。うち退屈すぎて大事なこと忘れとったい。こうしてはおられへん。さあ、早く行こう。
That's who he seizes me by the hand and drags me along before I can get a word in edgewise, setting off at full tilt.
プルプルプルプル。
Kudadin trails desperately behind us, jiggling all the way.
と、そこまで焦らぬとも、見回り先は逃げたりせぬよ。
昔からジェーンは急げって言うやないけ。
Tui, still holding my hand, only speeds
わ
up.
かったわかった。そう引っ張るな。
Of course, there aren't actually that many places to patrol. We start with the castle town
思
square.
った以上に皆忙しそうだ。
Residents and uniformed soldiers alike all seem to be pitching in for the war effort.
まあ、そう命じたのは自分だが。
なんや、みんなせわしないな。
Tui looks around, somewhere between bemused and baffled.
なあなあ、オストルハン。うちは働かなくてもいいのけ？
なんとも答えにくい質問を。
Yeah, we need you in reserves, fresh to go whenever there's a fight.
働いてくれるものなら働いてもらいたい。だがな、戦うこと以外ことごとく壊滅的なのに何をさせろと。人には適材適所というものがあってな。
あるな。
I don't know, we can have you like break boulders or
今
something.
皆は守りを固めるためにいろいろと動いている。堀を作り、門を補強し、
It might break them too thoroughly
兵
for them
糧
to
や
be of
矢
any
を
use,
蓄
just turn them into
えや
gravel.
ることは限りない。
そっか、それを手伝えばいいんやい。
だが、アトイ殿の本領は戦にある。だからそれまでに英気を養ってほしいのだ。だから余計なことはするな。前に同じようなことを言って手伝いをしたとき、かえってひどいことになったのを忘れたか。いや、気づいてないんだった。面白そうだ。
Yeah, keep her out of the
食
kitchen
事
at
を
least.
作る手伝いをしたとき、その後のルルティエと女官たちの表情、あんな顔をさせるなんてどれだけかと。
そうは言うけど、
Well, I guess you're just gonna have to sit there and feel bad. You get used to
み
it.
んなに悪いしな。せっかくやし、 またルルヤンのお手伝いをするのもいいか。
いや待て、アトゥイ殿にはいざという時のために待機していてもらわねば困る。
There's no doubt in my mind she's trying to do good, but even if I tell her off directly, she's inevitably gonna find havoc to wreak.
お願いだからやめてあげてくれ。
Oh, Atui, you're so weird.
母上。
At my call, the now familiar woman raises her head, attention roused.
その声、星取るかしら。
はい、母上。ご無沙汰しております。
God, she's so fucking pretty. I straighten my posture, falling into Ostor's stolid? Firm voice. I know stoic and I know like solid, but what the fuck is stolid? That's like a goddamn Wordle word. A person of calm, dependable, and showing little emotion or animation. Let me see if I can find like the use. Yeah, use over time. Peaked in like 1860, kind of plateaued until 1900, and it's been downhill since then. Though there is a rise about in the aughts for some reason. Huh. People busting out the thesaurus, I guess.
今日はどうしたの？お勤めは良いのかしら？
万事筒がなく、戦でもなければそれがしごときがおらずとも国は回りますゆえ。
そんな謙遜を離れていてもあなたの有名聞き及んでいますよ。
いえ、噂というのは大げさなものです。
Yeah, don't give yourself any gray hairs worrying about us.
己の未熟さを痛感し、恥ずかしい限り。
Though a few add to the charm.
己に
I
恥じ
say
ること
because
を
I
して
have
いる
some
のです。
myself, but that's not the good
何
one
を
there.
恥ずかしがるこ
It's
とがあ
not
り
cope,
ま
I
す。
swear.
それにあなたがここにいる。それだけで皆が安心するのですから。そんなあなたが今日はどうかしたの？
Carefully, I unloop a basket from my arm and present it to her, full to bursting with freshwater fish.
はい。漁師の者が今朝は思いのほかによく取れたそうで、ぜひにと。
あ
At that, she breaks into a pleased smile.
あ、それなら塩焼きがいいかしらね。少しはゆっくりしていけるのでしょ。
Please stop making me hungry. All I've had is vegetables. I'm like dying for like protein. I'll have to order something after this. As the mother moves to rise, I put my hand to her shoulder gently, not verbally asking her to stay
いえ、
seated.
でしたらそれがしが。
オシュトルの手料理なんて久しぶり。それじゃああなたに任せましょうか。
喜んでもらえているようだ。やはり来てよかった。
Letting out a held sigh of relief, I think back to my exchange with Nekane this morning.
見舞う母様を。
ああ。
Though Nekane's tone is doubtful, I nod with firm resolve.
母上は目を悪くして不自由しておられる。言っていたわるのは当然ではないか。それに身の回りの世話をしてくれる者もいるようだが、身内の方が安心されよう。
It doesn't help that she's a really pretty older woman.
ダメなのです。もしば。
しかし、せっかく故郷に戻ってきたのに、
You know, all these hectic youngsters around here, you know, driving him up the wall. You know, he needs a place of like safe refuge to go to.
それはそうかもしれないですけど。
何も心配することはない。ただ少しでも母上を安心させたいのだ。いずれこのような時間を取ることも叶わなくなるだろう。その時になって嘆くようなことはしたくはない。それがしがここでするはずだっただろうと。その全てをしておきたいのだ。
Yep, no ulterior motives whatsoever.
ミ様。
What did I even say? I want to say ulterior, but I think I said like I said something weird. Like, I don't even know if I can replicate it. Ulterior? I said something funky. Don't go back and check it. I'd be embarrassed. With some difficulty, I sprinkled the fish meat with salt and began preparing it. It was difficult for you to fillet a fish and sprinkle salt on it? Mother speaks with wistful nostalgia as I work. Clouded eyes turned vaguely towards the kitchen. Oh no, she'll be able to tell the difference in flavor.
おかげで戦場では不自由せずに済みました。ただあまり上達せず、母上の繊細な料理とは比べ物にはなりませんが。
目のことがなければ一緒に都へついていってあなたに不自由な思いをさせなかったのだけど。
Mom, they make fun of me.
いえ、遠くにあっても母を思えば多少の不自由など。
そうは言ってもね。私の代わりに誰か一緒にいられればいいのだけれども。
Yeah, have you thought about getting married?
猫根がいろいろと世話を焼いてくれますので。
そうね。
Oh, towards you. You really need to settle down. You really need to find you a nice girl.
でも猫根は猫根。
For some reason, my ingrained, voice in my head for nagging mother-in-law is like Jewish for some reason from New York. The stereotype.
あの子を理解してくれる良い人がいてくれるといいのだけれども。
Mother turns to me suddenly.
そういえば都から連れてきた方の中に何人か女の子がいたようだけれど。
No.
もしかして心に決めた方などいるのかしら。
いえ、それは。
I pause for a moment, gather my thoughts so I can answer clearly.
今はそのようなことを考える暇はありません。
Yeah, the fact that they are attractive, eligible young women who like me is entirely, not a factor right now.
そう。
Don't even pay it any mind.
そうね。
Mother falls silent for a moment, seemingly reflecting on my answer, then speaks.
まだまだ長生きしなくてはいけないみたい。孫を抱くまで死んでたまるものですか。
ええ、ご自愛ください。
ごちそうさまでした。
Finishing off her plate, Mother stealthily tries to rise with the dishes.
母上、それはそのままに。それがしが。
あら、天下の右近衛大将が洗い物をするなんて。
I need to wash my dishes, but I cut my thumb on something yesterday. I don't know what it was. It's like a nice slice right across the center of it. I don't even know what I could have done to do that.
それがしは
And washing dishes with
右近衛大
that
将の以前に
on my hand makes me wince just thinking about it.
洗い物が済みましたら肩をお揉みします。
あらあら、どういう風の吹き回しかしら。
知り合いにそういうことが得意な者がいまして、そのものの見よう見まねですが。
I know it's important to, do self-care after working out. It aids in the recovery and make sure you don't injure yourself. Mother squints at me with her blind eyes, then breaks into a smile.
そうね。それじゃあお願いしようかしら。
I guess Wapter do have teeth, huh? I guess you could look at them. I don't know if they're the same way as a horse, where you're able to tell their health and age by their back teeth.
痛くはありませぬか、母上。
Ah, you gotta push in hard for a good massage.
大丈夫よ。とてもいい感じ。
Really dig your thumbs in. Use your elbows, your knuckles. She replies in a sweet, relaxed voice.
他に凝っているところがあるなら遠慮なく。
Before I can finish my thought, she cuts me off.
ねえ、オシトル。
はい。
何かあったのではありませんか。あなたは親孝行な子ではあったけれど、少し母に構いすぎではないかしら。
それは気づかれと。いや、
No, just,
そんな雰囲気じゃない。
I square up my posture again before I
今
respond.
は平穏です。それがしがこうして母上に会える程度には。しかしこの平穏は仮初めのもの。
Storms are brewing.
残念ながら長くは続きませぬ。ですから何の憂いもなくその時を迎えたいのです。
それだけ？
She looks directly at me, as though her unfocused eyes can penetrate my mask, and I feel my heart freeze in my chest.
それだけです。子が母を案じる。
そう。
Her voice carries a note of disappointment. Mother says nothing more, but that in itself is agonizing, the silence twisting my gut.
そうだ。この人には
Oh, good thing she's blind.
安らかでいてもらいたい。
It sounds more like she has cataracts than like actual,
そして
you know, being
オ
blind.
シトルがしてやることのできなかった親孝行を母のためにそれが全てもの罪
Or at
滅ぼ
least
した。
something adjacent to that.
母上、
あら？今度は何？
その目を見ていただいてはいかがでしょう。
でも、もうクスシ様に。
もう一度見せる分には大した手間ではありません。どうかそれがしを安心させると思って。
そうね。あなたがそう言うなら。
Hearing her say that, I stand and circle around to her front.
さあ、参りましょう。
まあ、今から？
Yep, no time like the present.
何事も善は急げと申します。さあ、それがしの背に。
Mother hesitates a moment, seemingly deliberating on whether she should accept.
猫根に聞いたわ。戦いの傷がまだ癒えていないのだとか。無理をしたらダメよ。
母一人抱えられず、将など名乗れませぬよ。さあ、遠慮なさらず。
Mother sighs with resignation, capitulating and leaning against me to steady herself.
あなたはいつも決めたことを曲げない子だったものね。
では参りましょう。母上。
All right, one more. I'll wait. Well, that was
オシトル
undignified.
様、もしかしてお風邪を？
ああ、ルルティエ殿。いや、日が暮れて冷え込んできたので、体が震えただけであろう。
ならば良いのですが、この辺りはもともと
Oh, you're up in the
寒
mountains.
い土地ですから。
確かにな。下にもう一枚着込んでおいた方が良さそうだ。
それでしたらオシトル様、私の部屋に寄っていただけませんか？
I got like an old coat lying around.
招かれるままにルルティエの部屋に来てしまったが。
それではそこに立って
Are you getting
両腕を
measurements?
上げてもらえませんか？
腕、こうか。
はい、しばらくそのままで。
いきなり脇の下に手を入れられたら。
Ludatia feels the shape of my chest and my sides, holding a string to loose fingers.
紐を当てたりして何を？
こちらも失礼します。
これはもしかしてルルティエ殿、ひょっとして体の寸法を測っているのか？
はい、もう終わりましたので。
そうか。一体何をする気なのだ？
皆さんの襦袢を縫わせていただこうかと
Oh,
考えて
cool.
おりました。
I don't know what a juban is, but
襦袢？
この土地は寒いですから、お召し物は多い方がいいか
I
と。
wonder if I'll get anything if I search for it, or if that's like, you know, an Utawarerumono fake word. Juban kimono. Okay. It's, yeah, it's just like a thicker underlayer for their kimonos. Like, kimonos are, like, usually layered up. Like, you can see it on, like, Ludatia, her collar. She's got, like, 3 layers on there.
アンジュ様、お召し物を用意する間もなくテートから出てしまいましたから。それに できれば皆様の分もよろしければ。
みんな喜ぶとは思うが、
Yeah, those three could use one. She seems to be lacking for clothes for some reason.
全部一人で縫うつもりか。
私にできる
Maybe
ことは
like start with her as soon as you're done with Anshu.
他にも掃除など細かいことをやってくれているではないか。
Yeah, it's very
昼間
domestic
は
of you.
そうですが、夜は手すさびというのも失礼ですが、
When you're sitting alone in your room at dark at night and you can't keep the thoughts away.
まずはオシュトル様の分を作らせてもらえませんか。
それは嬉しいが、最近働きすぎに見える。無理。
いえ、大丈夫です。それにこれならば当面手が空くこともなくなりますし、
うん、
お願いいたします。
わかった。好きになされよ。
はい、ありがとうございます。
とはいえ、本当に無理をしていないのだろうか。いざとなったら女官たちに手伝ってもらえるよう。
No, just one or two.
回しておいた方がいいな。
You don't want to take the entire process away from her, but
オシュトル様はお好みの色や布はありますか。
yellow.
ん？いや、特には。
では私の見立てで選ばせていただきますね。
あ、
But not like a really deep yellow and not golden, more of a like light like a lighter dandelion, I guess. Like that
氷の
color.
中から布を取り出して、もう地盤作りにしか目が向いていない感じだな。では、それがしはそろそろ失礼する。
はい、わざわざありがとうございました。
あ、
白様ならどんな色がお似合いになったでしょうか。あの方ならどんな仕立てが。
All right, story progress. Here we go. Oh yeah, Varai lives in a cave now.
まだ起きていたのですか。
Into his voice breaks the silence of Varai's meditation before the flames.
病み上がりなのに、そんなことをしては
Why are you grunting all the
体に触り
time?
ます。
You fucking Neanderthal. Just punching
俺の
rocks?
手続きですか。
Antua hangs her head in exasperation as Varai lays waste to an errant boulder, all but pulverizing it in one blow. Within, however, her thoughts run a different course. An ordinary person would never be able to make a recovery this dramatic, this quickly. Is it his natural vitality, or some power of the Aqueduta?
足りぬ。このざまではオシュトルをほふることなどできぬ。
I mean, you probably could. If you went right now, you'd fucking wreck their shit. Ignoring his laments, Antua approaches Varai and inspects him.
傷を見せてください。今のでまた傷口が開いたかもしれません。やっぱり
Ugh.
血が滲んでる。布を取り替え。
下船。
何がですか。
我の傷をわざわざ治す。その上で我と試合たいとは思えぬ。
What?
我に恩を売るつもりでもなし、何を企んでいる。
何も企んだりなんか。
まあいい。これも絵にし。何かは知らぬが、
Oh,
貴
okay.
様には見届けてもらおう。
私にはどうでもいいことです。
Carefully, Antua transfers a stew of seasoned bird meat from a sizzling pot into a bowl.
食事です。
Varai accepts the bowl, shoveling down the food as though it were little more than fuel for the fire inside him.
この肉、この血、この水の一滴に至るま
I
で
hope
全
there's
て
not fucking blood in there.
奴の胸を貫く牙となす。
But then again, you can like cook with blood.
待
It's
って
just
おれ
kind
よ
of I don't want to say it's icky, but it's not really to my taste. Like, you can make it work, but there are like better things you can use. If this man's wounds heal, Tua tries not to think about that grim prospect. The crackling campfire casts a wavering light over the pair. Tua, meanwhile, begins to lose herself in nostalgic memories. Memories of wartime, going on expeditions to foreign lands, pitching her tent next to her father's on the field. And of the austere, straightforward life she once knew in her father. Warrior's path, lived amidst fellow warriors.
いえ、
そんなことよりこれでは足りぬ。
もう少し慎みとか遠慮という言葉を知らないのですか？
うまいと思ったものを食らうのに何を遠慮する必要がある。
もう少しお待ちなさい。
God, don't
今
fucking
用意して
fall
い
for
る
the
ところですから。
lie. You got like Jacques Wald or something. His kid likes you. That's a good start. The following day is busier than usual for the prospects of Enukamui. Under a crisp blue sky, Ostor's confidants gather for an uncertain purpose.
主様、皆様をお呼びしました。
オシトル、こんな朝っぱらから皆を集めたりしてどうかしたのか？
まあ待て。これで揃ったか。皆に集まってもらったのは他でもない。軍議だけではなく、鍛錬の場を設けようと思ったからだ。
Oh, okay. We seem to be standing in the midst of a training ground, but...
これより先、戦は一層厳しくなるだろう。兵を鍛えるだけではなく、我ら自身もより強くならねば、故により実戦に近い形で鍛えられるように、紅白試合をやろうと思ったのだ。
紅白試合って、試合系？
No, not to the death. Doesn't make for good practice.
違う。実戦形式ではあるが、あくまで稽古である。
へえ、いいじゃない。仲間同士だからって遠慮はなしってことかい。
ヒュール、男を見せる時だ。俺は応援してるぞ。
Yeah, put some hair on your
あ
chest.
りがとう、シノノンちゃん。それで兄上、組み合わせはどうするんですか？
くじを作ってあるのです。紐を引いて先が赤なら赤組、白なら白組なのですよ。
誰が誰と組むかは、
Okay.
くじを引いてからのお楽しみか。
Yeah,
な
keep
か
it
なかに
unpredictable.
面白そうではないか。
つまり
You can't always choose the circumstances of your fight, so
Yeah.
getting paired with some randos is, a good, improvisation practice.
誰とやれるんか
Oh
な。
god, hopefully you don't get your
ヤ
items.
クヤンと派手に切り
That'd
合
be
う
bad.
のもええけど、やっぱり押しとる方
You really don't. You'd like turn him into fucking mist.
あといからおんかみ。どうか押しとる班とやり合いますように。
だから自重しろ
Ugh,
と。
you're so weird.
頼むからこっち見るな。こっち来るな。
押しとる様？
いや、なんでもない。では、始めようか。
Okay. Decent teams. Oh, and we're just straight in a line here. Alright, cool. They don't have their items. Nice. But we should have all of ours. Yeah. Fantastic. And because of my speed boost, we get to go first on, like, everything.
さあ、行くぞ。
Aw, do I want to give her some zeal? Someone's recover health. No, we'll wait. We'll wait.
やってやるです。
Can I cast this on anybody? Oh, on yourself, I guess. Not what I intended to do, but you are squishy, so it'll help. Man, 43, huh? Ooh, when we get movement up, nice. No, Atui does have advantage on you. That hurts. This one hits and they can't counter it, so yeah. Yeah. This one doesn't do anything. This one does decrease defense. What if I hit that on you instead? Do I still get countered? No. Nice. Though he does throw a defend. We'll do it like that then. I don't think you actually applied anything, though. Let's work on smacking Ogi a bit. Though I am scared of Atui running around and walloping us, so... Can we hit Jack Waltz? We do have a ranged one. Close dodge. No, sorry, not fighting you. What about Ogi? He just counters everything. I guess we'll heal, Yep, just heal the Ludutia and then run away. Have you back off a bit? Where can we hit Shackle from? There we go. Yeah, that's fine. We can hit... Oh, not there. Work on Ogi. Oh, we're getting a little bit of talk right here. Yep, thanks. Make sure to stagger them so that way Atui can't run over and just absolutely rock our shit. Huh. They don't really have any way to heal, so applying the curse doesn't really do much. Decrease luck. Drain health. We'll do this one for now. If we decrease luck, maybe he'll be less likely to be able to use his dodges. God damn, Ogi, calm down. Jesus. Oh, and he gets to go again. No! Well, she's doing what I'm paying her for. Ooh, 73. Yikes. Oh, at least she won't die. Right? Yeah, there we go.
生きとるで一緒に奥様
No, we are not. We are not okay, Jacques Wald. We are, in fact, bad. We want to hit. And then, can we not escape? We cannot escape. Great. Maybe go pop a heal. All right, Nekane, we need your help.
まだ終わってないぞ。
油断はしないのです。はいです。
There we go, 90. That's decent. All right, back in the fight. Back in the fight. Oh, you can get hit by Atui wherever you go, so at least stagger. Oh, if you can hit her from there with our good one, yeah. Let's try to hurt her real bad. And then move.
御心のままに。いかがですか、主様。登ります。
Yeah, we're just zone of control. Fucked. Nope. Damn, I wanted that crit.
無茶しすぎないでね。
お任せください。
All right, we should be fine. All right.
こんなところですか。
獲物はどこだ？
Just completely lock out Nosri from doing anything. All right, we win. All their front row, we can probably almost take out this turn.
ここは慎重に行くです。
If you hit Jack Wald, you're close to taking him out. Just heal Lucia. What does your second one of that do? Immobility sigil. So they can't move? Sigil that decreases damage when received while in it. Okay. Do I try to do that or bop Atui? Yeah. Yeah, let's beat you up. Alright, Kudu, you're safe at least. Double zone of control. Can't do anything like that. About that. Close dodge that one. Well, we got enough health, though. We can just tank the counter. Ooh, not a fan of the defense down, though. Do this, maybe get a double kill. If I hit the crits anyway. Nice. Yes, a difficult battle indeed. It's not over yet. We still gotta kick in Nosery's teeth, but we can manage that. Gotta get one closer. And we completely neutered Nosery. He's gonna do a goddamn thing against the Kokomo's 6 Sense dodge. I think you're too far away from there. Oh, you can just get her. Ah, but it's with that one. Alright. In which case, yeah, you can just stand there. Because you can move up one afterwards. Up, 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 up. Heal bot, go! Toasty!
こんなものなのです。もう褒めてもらえないんですよね。
Wow, poor Nosery, huh?
さあ、行くぞ。
I think you're too far away to hit her here. Yeah. Can I hit her here? Nope. At least get some XP. Ooh, perfect dodge. Okay. You're kind of being a pain in the ass here, Nosery. Well, at least I put him in the defense up sigil. Do you? Yeah, you just got your perfect dodges. Yep, kicked in the back of the head by a chicken. Oh, the disrespect. Are you gonna get taken up by Nekone? Yikes. She does need the XP.
こんなものなのです。
いい汗かいたぞ。
そうですね。試合と言いつつ、つい力が入ってしま
Yeah,
いました。
you were kind of tough there. Though my strategy did work exactly how I wanted it to. It'll probably work way better once we get Kuan back and have like a strong healer, like a dedicated healer to kind of heal bot. But Yeah, it worked. You know, I completely forgot that Nekane got that defense up sigil as the second part of her heal. So if we're able to kind of keep things locked down like that for encounters moving forward, you know, we're looking solid. Yeah. You like it when I smack you on the head with the metal fan? Whoa, okay. None of that talk here. Yeah.
おい、妙なこと言うな。
主様の一物が私たちのお尻を
You're on our team.
その衝撃が痛みから快楽へと変わり、背筋を伝いのこれぞ主様の愛。
Not when I'm Oshtor. You'll give people the wrong impression of the guy.
対抗するんじゃない。しかもなんか一言余計だ。
しかし思わず熱くなっていけないね。つい本気になってもう少しで収集がつかなくなるところだったじゃない。
Yeah, you just gotta use the back of your blade.
まったくな。熱いだけかと思ったらお前らまではっちゃけるとは。いつ惨事となるかヒヤヒヤしたぞ。
神様。
いや、そうだな。剣を交えることで互いをより理解できる。この経験は次の戦いに生きるだろう。はい。
It was good practice to see how my strategy played out.
とても参考になりました。
皆さん、お茶が入りました。お弁当も用意してありますので、朝早くからでしたから、お腹も空いてますでしょうし。
And to see how firsthand how fucking annoying it is when you can't hit anybody because they're just dodging or you'll get countered.
それはありがたい。実は腹がペコペコで仕方なかったのだ。
さすがはルルやん。隙がない
そうだな。今回はここまで。あとはのんびり休むとしよう。
クエ。
Hooray!
あんだ。
シナノンちゃん。
あんだ。戦う男を支えるの
Gotta grow big.
が女の役目だからな。
ああ、うん。気持ちは嬉しいのだけど。
こっちを見たりしてどうかしたですか？
I don't know. Use your, you know, girl-to-girl communication to worm his way out of this.
いえ、なんでも。
Oh, that's a
と
laugh.
ころで酒はないのかい？
ごめんなさい。お酒までは。準備万端。
Hooray! You knew we have like functioning alcoholics or functional alcoholics on the team,
こんな
so
こともあろう
gotta stay prepared.
主様の秘蔵酒をお持ちしちゃ
隠していたのに。まあいいか。共に剣を交え、共に飲み、共に歌う。それも共に
Yeah,
強くな
let
るため
any
に
hard
は
feelings stay on the
必要なこと
battlefield.
か。
Training grounds. Oh, cool. Mock battles may be held at any time on the training ground. During a mock battle, both allies and enemies can earn experience. If you claim victory, you will also receive BP. That's cool. I'm not actually going to do it. I'm just looking at it. Allied units are divided into two opposing teams for a training battle. Both sides, yep. Teams will automatically be determined. Oh, it's random. Oh. No. I'll do that later, I suppose.
テートに潜伏させていた草より知らせが届きました。
Attention hangs in the air as Ogi announces the first item of our morning meeting.
どんな動きがあった？
Ogi seems unruffled as usual, but he takes a slow look around the room to make sure everybody is paying attention. After a moment, he speaks.
テートにて暗示を名乗る者が帝の名を継いだと。代理にて即位の儀が行われ、万民はことほぎをもって敬賀したと記されています。
なんと、やはり やられたか。
Anju seems overcome by shock, unable to accept that an imposter sits in her rightful place.
わからん。どういうことだ。本物の姫殿下がこちらにいる
Well,
のに
about that.
なぜ即位なんてできる。
戦勝したということかと。それにしても早すぎるのです。
戦勝。ああ、戦勝な、戦勝。
Yup.
つまり資格がないにもかかわらず
Usurped all
自
up.
分が帝になると勝手に宣言したんですね。
ああ、そうそう、それが言いたかったのだ。
知らせからすると帝都の民にそのことが知らされたのもかなり急だったようです。
Oki continues, explaining his analysis of the situation to Nozomi and to the rest of us.
ことほぎをもってKが即位の知らせを聞いて祝いの言葉を口にしただけで、新しい帝が大々的な行列をなして顔見せするなり、民に直接言葉を賜るといった祭典はなかったようですね。
You know, of course, the attempt on her life has left her scarred and deformed.
内々に最低限の儀式だけで即位を済ませ、本来あってしかるべき帝都を挙げての行事は省かれ
She's
た。
in no state to be paraded
So
around in
見るべ
public,
きでし
you
ょう。
see.
ふむふむ。なるほどな。
Doesn't sound like Nozomi completely grasped the implications, but to the rest of us, including myself, furrow our brows.
それってかなり強引に即位したってことでいいのけ？
Hand waved all the formalities and we're like, all right, yep, we're in charge now.
段取りを踏んで時間を浪費するよりも、こちらより先に動くことを優先したのだろうな。
By assuming the throne now, they seek to establish that theirs is the true Anju.
こうなると、こちらの王女さんこそ本物だと今から諸国に触れ回ったところで説得。本来ならこちらもキュールの知らせが入った時に動くべきだったが、王女さんが動けないために後手に回ってしまった。
いずれ帝都から布告が届きましょうな。
Yep.
帝の名を語る逆賊めと。
It's gonna get rough.
午前、帝を戦勝したあちらこそ逆進であり、大義は姫殿下を擁する我らにあることをお忘れなく。
Realizing how his words hurt Anju, Itawachi bows his head in apology.
おお、これは大変な失言を。誠に申し訳ございません。
とはいえ、確かに展開と
Yeah,
しては
it's not
最
looking
悪
good,
だ
bro.
が、自分たちはまだしも兵や民、他の国には動揺が広がるだろう。急いで対策を講じないと、このままでは追い詰められるばかりだ。せめて王女さん自らが霊を発せられれば、国内だけでもまとめるのが楽になるんだが。
Yeah, damn, if only some outside power could come in, swoop in, and save us. You know, really upset the power balance. Anju hangs her head lifelessly, overwhelmed by all she has lost and the helplessness of her condition.
偽のオシトルに偽の王女、偽物ばかりが表舞台に立っているとは、本来なら滑稽でしかないんだがな。
失礼します。
The soldier enters the room and whispers something to Kyuru.
兄上、このような話の途中に申し訳ないのですが、目通りを求めている者がいるとのことです。
Kyuru looks to me, though his expression is doubtful.
何者か。
Thought it might be some urgent news of our campaign, but instead, the perplexed Kyuru speaks a name that freezes me in place.
それが行商人なのですが、クオンさんからの紹介状を持っていると。
何？その名前は
Yup.
不意打ちだぞ。
Talk about a bolt from the blue. In contrast to me, struggling to stay composed, Udatia smiles while Nekane looks tense.
クオン様の会ってみるですか、兄様。
そうだな。帝位については一国を争う事態とはいえ、急いでもすぐにどうこうできる問題ではない。
We did have that wacky merchant in the first one, didn't we? Reminded myself of that, I swallow my anxiety and stand up, looking around at everyone.
偽王女につ
We'll
い
see
て
if
の
I
興味は
recognize him.
午後
Or
改
it
めて
just
参習し
is an
行
entirely
うものと
completely
する。
unrelated person.
おのおの考えをまとめる時間も必要であろう。
I'm rewarded with a couple expressions of relief amongst the group.
キュール、行商人は謁見の間に通してくれ。
承知しました。
このような状況で彼女が送り込んでくるものは
Yep.
ただものとも思えんからな。
I told Lucia to help Anju back to her room so that she could rest. The rest of us go to meet with this merchant. Eventually, the soldiers escort him in. The man before us is slim, a little gaunt even. He smiles widely as he greets us. Yeah, it's this guy. Even as he bows his head and introduces himself, the man never stops smiling.
クオン殿の紹介とのことだが。
はい。クオン様にはいつもごひいきにしていただいておりますです。そのクオン様から皆様がご所望の品を伺いまして、取るものもとりあえず駆けつけてまいりました次第でして、はい。
所望ね。
Mm-hmm.
確かに今、物資も策も情報も何もかも必要だが、つまりはこちらの置かれた状況を理解している。
Yep.
そういうことか。分かっているなら話は早いが、何を取引するつもりなのか。
It's good for business from his perspective. You know, you're maybe, feel slightly indebted to his services.
いえいえ、今日のところは大した品もございませんが。
Saying this, the man opens the chest he carried in and begins laying its contents out on our table. I can hear sharp inhales of surprise and admiration from all around me.
姉上、この織物どう思います？
これはまさか雨津織か？こんな貴重な織物がなぜ？これはぜひとも。いやしかし、
うわー、これって海の向こうのお酒なのけ？これはご試練の短編。
Cool.
こんな希少なものを一体どこで？
All right, we got some highly sought-after trade goods. I smile wryly, noticing all the girls so absorbed in his wares.
どれも本物。それも帝に献上されるような最高級の品です。
兄貴のところにいた二人がそう言うなら間違いないだろう。しかし彼女が言うところのお嬢様とは察していたが、まさかここまでとはな。なるほど、確かにクオン殿から聞いてきたらしい。
ご注文とあらば大抵のものは揃えてご覧に入れます。人身売買以外は何でも扱う。
Yes, yes, of course.
私の心情でして。はい。
ならば糧食や武具の類はどうだ？
もちろんご注文とあらば務めさせていただきますです。はい。
He bows crisply, replying without hesitation.
戦自宅ですら手配してみせる。
それとクオン様からこれをと。
The man withdraws a small bottle from his sleeve.
どんな薬物に焼かれた喉でもこれを飲んでいればあら不思議。瞬く間に元通りになって気分も晴れ晴れという妙薬でござい
We
ま
get
す。
some purple amber.
何？
The room suddenly goes quiet. Everybody's eyes are on the man and the tiny bottle in his hands. And all the while, his smile never
い
fades.
くらになる？
First hit's always free. If this medicine was requested by Kuon, then it must be able to heal Anshu. Can't afford to hesitate.
正直に申しますといささか値が張りますです。はい。
Saying that, the man pulls out an abacus, deftly flicking the beads back and forth.
このくらいでいかがでしょうか。
おいおい、暴利にも程があるだろう。
Can we buy her in credit? I reach towards the abacus and lower a few beads.
これぐらいでどうだ？
申し訳ありません。こちらも商売でして。
He shakes his head and reverts the beads. Damn, full hardball, huh? Try lowering the beads again, though to a lesser degree than before. But once more, he flicks them back up immediately.
率直に申しまして、他ならぬクオン様たってのお話だからこそお持ちしたのです。二度と手に入らぬとっておきの品。これでも儲け抜き、ギリギリの値になっておりますです。はい。
Uh-huh. Basically selling it at market value. Or, not market value. Face value? I don't know. You know, for no profit. Basically just bust, you know, not busting even, you know, making even. You'd just be saying that to jack up the price, but I can't argue with that.
他に選択肢はない。わかった。いいねで買おう。
毎度ありがとうございますです。はい。
ただし、後払いだ。
なんと、他ならぬクオン様の紹介です。融通することやぶさかではありませんが。
Yeah, we need some kind of collateral here.
それがしよう。
Right. Everybody around me hold their breath at that answer. But Chikadaro only remained smiling.
さて、ご自身にいかほどの価値をつけると言われるのです？
商人なら目利きも確かだろう。お前がこのオシトルに値をつけるがいい。
これは参りましたな。このチキナロの詳細を図ろうというのですか。オシュトル殿は堅物だと伺っておりましたが、いやはやどうして随分と面白い方のようで、はい。いやはや私の負けです。この品はお渡しします。
どういうことだ？
実のところはこれはクオン様より賜った品でして、はい。オシュトル様に真っ先にお渡しすることを言命されていたのですが、ついに
Kind of suss them out, see what kind of person he is for yourself.
つまり試したということか。
いえいえ、試すだなんてとんでもない。これから末永くお付き合いするかもしれないので、どのような方か知りたかったと言いますか。
Understandable.
どうかご勘弁のほどを。はい。
Water under the bridge.
もちろん、いろいろとお勉強させていただきますです。こちらもたくさん儲けさせていただきますので、ご安心を。
Of course, you have a business to run, employees to feed, or to pay, and you know their families to feed.
まずは薬を試したい。しばしそこで待たれよ。
はいです。
ルルティエ殿、姫殿下のもとへ一緒に来てくれるか。
はい、直ちに参ります。アンジュ様、これを。
Luditia pours the medicine into a cup and offers it forward to Anju.
それがしが毒味をしております。どうかご安心を。
She seems reassured by my words. Slowly, she brings the cup to her lips, tipping it back. Yeah, it probably doesn't taste great.
本当にこれで藁にもすがるとはこのことだな。
アンジュ様、そんないきなり無理をなされて。
No, she can feel it working. She's massaging it in.
いくら飛躍とはいえ、そうすぐに効くものではないはず。まずはゆるりと休まれ、様子を見た方がよろしいかと。では、それがしはこれにて。
Yeah, we got business to attend to.
ルルティエ殿、あとはお願いする。
はい、わかりました。
Anju stares pleadingly at me, as if she has something to say.
大義であったとか、いつ治るのか、とか。まあ言いたいことは今はとにかく休ませて、薬が効くのを待った方がいい。
I bend down and look her in the eyes.
それがしは、進化として当然の務めを果たしたまで。姫殿下のお言葉を聞ける日を楽しみにしております。
She nods rapidly, over and over. I remind her to rest once more, then leave the rest to Luditia. When I get back to the audience chamber, I see the merchant's been prospering in my absence.
確かに頂戴しましたです。はい。今後ともどうぞごひいきに。
うまい人やな。またええもんを楽しみにしてる
So he beams. In her arms is a mountain of bottles, practically a tub's worth of foreign
一
booze.
体何本買い込んだんだ。
As I stand there exasperated, Chikanato seems to notice my arrival.
これはオシトル様。姫殿下のお加減はいかがでしょう。
Well, we didn't kill her, so that's a
ま
good
だ
start.
わからぬ。しばらくは様子を見ることになるだろうな。
Chikanato politely bows his head.
さようですか。では私めはこれにて一旦おいとまさせていただきます。姫殿下のお加減が良くなられた頃にでも再びご用を伺いに参りますので。
Okie doke.
クオン様には薬を確かにお譲りした旨お知らせしておきますです。はい。
クオンか。チキナロと言ったら一つ聞きたい。
Be like, hey, who is Kuon actually?
はい、なんなりと。
お前とクオン殿はどういう関係なのだ。携えてきた書状にはただ信頼できるものとだけ書かれ、その書状がクオンに
That's a tough one to answer.
この商人を信じた。逆に言えばそれ以外に情報がないのだ。
When Chikanato speaks again, his smooth talk turns to more serious tones. He seems reluctant to discuss the particulars.
ああ、その申し訳ございませんです。クオン様から余計なことは喋るなときつく言われておりまして、はい。うっかり口を滑らせようものならどんな目に遭わせる、
Might lose the whole head.
と今のもどうかご内密に。
そうか。ならば致し方ない。
After seeing that pitiful expression on him, I can't bring myself to push any further. As we've been talking, Nekane appears on my side again. She holds out a
頼
scroll.
んでいた目録か。
はいです。
Requested supplies. She hands it to me expressionless. I skim through its contents, roll it back up, and then pass it to Chikanato.
これは
お前に用立ててほしいものをまとめさせた。できれば早急に目処をつけてもらいたい。
これは早速のご利用ありがとうございます。勉強させていただきますです。武具に食料。
Ah, yes, the essentials.
なるほど。かしこまりました。はい。
頼む。
忙しくなってきましたね。
Busy, busy,
で
busy.
は、これにて失礼いたしますです。
Yes, profitable too.
今後ともごひいきに。はい。
Despite his words, Chikanato seems quite carefree as he leaves the room. Nosuri watches him go, clearly dubious.
どうも好きになれんな。
そうか。怪しい素振りは見せなかったがな。
He's pretty
あの男に
suspicious.
何か不審なところでもあったか。
Ogie's probably got him pegged.
よくわからん。一見何でもないただの男だ。だが何か違和感が。
違和感。
下手に出ているようで卑屈にはならず、気がつけばこちらの懐に入り込んできている。つかみどころがないのでつい裏があるのではないかと感じてしまう。姉上はそう言いたいのです。
そんな感じだ。なんとも首筋がむずがゆくなっていかんな。
Yeah, he is, as I said, slippery.
ただ詳細が確かなのは事実です。利用す
It's
る
not
分
quite
には良い
oily,
のではないか
but,
そ
glossy,
う
I
なんだが。
suppose. Just like Nosuri, Nekane's gaze lingers on the door that Chikanato exited from, her expression doubtful.
男の人とはいえ、今の情勢の中をたった一人で行商するなんて無謀極まりないのです。低い確率ですが、姉様の紹介状が偽装された可能性だってあるです。それにもしかしたら。
もしかしたら。
いえ、なんでも。
Yep.
思い過ごしなのです。
Letting your imagination get the better of you. Nekane seems a little troubled.
ご用命があれば、博士今からでも捉えて口を割らせることもできますが。
いや、やめておけ。腹をさばいて何も入っていなかったら取り返しのつかぬことになる。結局は敵か味方か判断しがたい男というわけか。だが希少な薬も物資も用立てられる男であることは間違いない。役に立って
It's best not to view him as a friend. He may not be a foe, but he's, a valuable contact at most.
クオン、また助けられたのか。
But with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we'll be ending it here for today. Because we were going quite long and I'm getting very hungry. So, with that, I would like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and check out the Discord link in the description down below. And become a member today and give me all your money. So that way I can buy cool things like a new VR headset, which I already did. But things like that, you can support me by giving me your money so I can buy useless crap. Okay, doke. I guess that's it. So, yeah. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Mwah.